Here we go.
One, two.
No, no.
Welcome to Live at Zero BPM, bringing live music to you tonight. It's the Michael O'Neill Trio, featuring Michael O'Neill, John Leftwich, and Land Richards. If you care to donate, click on the donate/tip jar link in the description or on our website at liveatzerobpm.com/tipjar. You can also tip on Venmo at ZEROBPM. And now, let's get to the music with your host, Grammy Award-winning percussionist and mallet player, Billy Holting.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Internet Land. This is Live at Zero BPM tonight. We've got the Michael O'Neill Trio. I couldn't be more excited about this. As you notice, I have two lovely assistants tonight. I have Jeff Miley and Brad Rebuchin. And just a reminder, if you want to tip, I'm going to put the links up in the chat rooms, but any amount is great. We love that. But you know, enough yapping about me. Let's bring the guys in here. Hey, Michael. How you guys doing?
Man, we're doing great, man. Good to be here, Billy. Thank you for inviting John and Landman right here. Some guys I've been knowing for many incarnations, and this is just the current one.
Very cool. Well, you know, like the announcer says, let's get to the music. Why don't you play something for us?
Yeah, well, this is, during the pandemic, I just decided to put some things together, and this one is called The Writ of Habeas Corpusal, because there's a lot of bloodletting in the writ of habeas corpus.
All right.
1, 2, 3. boy.
That's and I'm sure you'd be happy to know that some of our regulars are here. Rochelle is here. Diana from Texas is here. Toby, of course. Fred and Phil and Chris Stark from Hawaii are here. So we got a bunch of people from Minnesota, San Francisco, all over the globe for you guys.
Wow.
That was
Fantastic.
that was very cool.
Hawaii, you say?
Yeah, Chris Stark is a guitar player, buddy of mine from Hawaii. He, when it's daylight, we're on daylight time now. He can watch the shows. It works in his daily schedule. But so he comes to almost everything. Very nice guy.
We'll be over in the morning.
Yeah, we're gonna come hang out, and I think we got a couple of tips here. Charles, thank you, Charles, and Fred. And Chris, who we were just talking about. Chris is a regular tipper. He's a big supporter of the show. So thanks, Chris.
That's beautiful.
What do you have for us next?
Well,
Michael?
we're gonna just like go kind of like old school. These tunes that I've written are kind of like, I don't know, my homage to times past, but yet given a 2021 kind of pandemic vibe to it. Like as I sit alone in my living room with nothing to do and this, crazy beast in my hands that I'm trying to tame. So this is just like, old school kind of thing.
Cool.
Called Barbecue Blues.
Can-
I'm getting hungry.
Can I make one technical request?
You may.
When you not using your mic, push it behind you, so it doesn't cover up Land's pretty drum kit. Just swing the mic, like pull it towards you.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's great.
Okay.
Okay, take it away, guys.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Very nice. So apparently we're having some trouble with the YouTube feed. People are having trouble getting that. So if you can hear me, I guess if you're having trouble with the feed, you can't. I just refresh the link or something because my YouTube is showing I am streaming A-OK, excellent connection here. So I also in the YouTube channel put up the Facebook and Twitch links in case you need to switch. Katya is over in, oh, hi, Katya. She's a regular. She's over on Twitch saying the YouTube feed cut out, at least there, folks reported in chat. And she is now watching in Twitch. So jump on over to Twitch or Facebook if you need. So thank you for that. It's on my end, everything looks great, but apparently it's not. So how are you guys doing out there, Michael? It sounds amazing in here.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah, we're having a blast. This is fun. This is fun. Uncharted waters here for us, for me especially. But yeah, it's fantastic. And man, boy, that audience, man, that's a major size audience out there. It's like those applause. It's like.
Yeah, they love you guys. 8 to 10
at least. Yeah, 8 to 10.
Yeah, it's 8 to 10 people, but they sound like 12 to 15.
Yeah. Hey, and we had a long travel day getting here too. I mean, the tour bus was like, broke down over in Needles. And what were we doing in Needles? I can't tell you, but
you're on your way to Wendover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, West Bendover. Yeah, we were over there too. Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, we got another tip from Tom. Thank you, Tom.
All right.
And we got some comments here. Holly is smiling. Kim is here, and Susan. Hi, Susan and Kim. They're friends of ours. Rick is here, another musician buddy of ours. And Taylor said, "Now this is great." And Susan actually commented, the Michael O'Neill trio is just what I need right now.
Oh, wow, man,
Very
that's
nice.
good. Yeah, and I've been studying to get my medical degree for some time now, and, my therapeutics. But one thing I have to tell you, and this wasn't planned, but, I mean, this was forced on me by the people around me. But I have to, this shirt here, you see this?
Yeah. It's
See
let
that
me
shirt?
Get,
See
let
that
me
shirt?
get this out of the way so we
Now,
can see.
I'm told that I get the award for the coolest shirt
Yeah,
of
I
this
think
series
so.
far at Live at 0 BPM, which is a very, very fast tempo for me sometimes.
Yeah.
So, we got, should we play another one?
I think so, but we're about halfway through the show, so I'm going to take a quick minute here and just talk about what is upcoming here at Live at 0 BPM. If you will let me just do this for a minute. Let me just talk about this.
Please.
So next week, next week we have the Jazz Roundtable with Pat Kelly, Joe Robinson, and Vinny Raniolo. That's guitar night. Pat is from Los Angeles. Joe Robinson is from Nashville, and Vinny is from New York. So we're doing a cross-America jazz guitar night at the Jazz Roundtable next Tuesday. And the next Thursday, it's the night before my birthday, so my trio is playing. That's with Larry Steen and Chris Wabich. And these two guys back here are going to be running the show. So, when you're chatting about, technical difficulties going down, they're going to handle it. Then the week after that, Paul Paris is coming in. I finally know how to pronounce his name correctly. Thank you, Paul, for helping me with that. And that's with Brandon Fields, Mitch Foreman, and Ernest Tibbs. That's going to be great. Then we have a cool jazz roundtable with Don Randy and Don Peak from the Wrecking Crew. And I'm working on getting a third guy to show up. And that is going to be stories for days. These guys have told me so many great stories. They're going to talk about that and their experiences playing with everybody back in the day. Then following that is Dave Dirt's trio. We welcome our house bass player Larry Steen back for that, as well as Quinn Johnson, keyboard player. So the one night without guitar that we're having. And then after that is the Joey De Leon All-Stars. And Joey, if you're watching, and you might be, let me know who's playing. That'll be great. And the Thursday after that is Conganas, who played a couple of weeks ago, and people love them, so they're coming back. That is the full orchestra Latin quartet. So that's kind of an exciting, thing. So thank you for letting me do that. And I just want to let's get on with some music. I think things are working okay now in YouTube, so I'm going to put that tip jar link up because we are completely 100% tip based here at Live at 0 BPM, and any little bit helps. Every large amount helps. I keep saying, if somebody donates $1 million, we'll just keep playing jazz till it runs out. So, anyway, Michael, what do you got for us now?
Well, just like to say a few things here about my friends here. The three of us have encountered many things together over the years, over many years, and it's just kind of really special thing, to have not only the fine musicianship, but the friendship and the people that you know have your back. And we share a camaraderie, and all those little road happenings that become etched in stone of they become like the little go-tos every time we see each other. John and I worked together with Ricky Lee Jones first. That's when we got to know each other. John was the musical director, and he withstood tidal waves, admirably. It was a great gig. There was a lot of fun. Land and I have done a lot of things together with George Benson. Land has recorded with me for many years on many projects. So we keep doing it, and it's fun to do it with friends, So with that being said, these guys, at least they act like they appreciate my awful sense of humor. This next song is called Snappy Snafu.
All right, well, take it away.
One, two, 3.
Yeah, guys, that really inspired the crowd. I'm not kidding here. We got a bunch of tips that came in. Did I mention Joe? Joe O'Neill. I don't know. That's a interesting last
Joe
name.
O'Neill?
Yeah.
That's probably my son.
Oh, well, he's tipping his dad, which is awesome.
Oh my God.
The family, when the family gets involved, and Katja, of course, Katja, who's on Twitch and YouTube, but she was telling me, feeding me information on Twitch about the YouTube feed, but it all seems good now. Everybody seems to be happy. Let's see, also Rick, the musician buddy of ours, sent in something, and Keefe, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, it's Keefe. I'm not exactly sure. And then Phil also sent a tip in, which is great. And then we have a bunch of comments here. I think the best one, the winner, is Bill says, first he says cats, and then he said, if that guitar sound was any fatter, it'd be in the hospital.
Well, that can be arranged.
Let's see. Alan says he's known Mike since high school. Tony Bray's a sax player. He's clapping. Steve Durgan said, who's one of our regulars. Hi, Steve. I'm assuming Ginger's there too. He says, who knew jazz cats were so funny? Let's see. And okay. And another Steven says, happy to see you guys play. Chase says, hi, Mike. I'm trying to get all these things. Rick Mandel says, sounds great. And again, thank you, Rick, for the tip. And I think that's all the notes I've got. There's so many comments coming in. And if I miss your comments, please understand that they're scrolling by so fast. Don't at me online tomorrow if I miss your comment. I am reading all of them as best as I can while we're running these things here. So anyway, we got to have another tune in there, right?
Yeah, we got something, a little something. But man, I want to just like also shout out to you, to Billy Halton, man. This guy's put something really cool together here during this whole time. And for those of you who haven't been privy to what he does, you're going to get a fine concert. He is a fine musician, a fine percussionist, and I don't mean the kind that just sits there and bangs on trash cans either.
Which I will do.
Which he will do. He'll
I
do
have
that.
done. In fact, I've got 4 trash cans in my garage we use for a sample library. So.
Right. But what I mean by that is Billy is a nod to the traditional definition of percussions. He plays mallets, vibes, notes. He plays notes.
Play notes. In addition to the not notes.
Yes, exactly.
And occasionally I don't play any notes. Think about that. Especially at the tempo 0 BPM.
0 BPM, there you go. The Charlie Hayden tempo. Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're going to do something. This is just like some, we're going to go like way back into the, what's the dance they used to do to this thing, Lan? Is this like Lindy Hop?
Oh yeah, like a Lindy Hop boogie wonder swing.
Boogie Wonder Swing. Yeah, when they used to dance, when jazz was a dance format, okay? We're going to do this. Is called Angles.
All right, angle away.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Start this one over again. Well, we had a technical issue and it didn't have sound, so let's start it over again.
Okay.
Okay, gang. Sorry about that. We hit a button here in the control room. Thanks for the feedback in the chat room. So Michael's going to start that one over. So we're gonna have a fresh start on this last tune. Okay, Michael.
That's a good thing.
All right, take it away.
1, 2, 3.
All right, that was beautiful. And I think, let's see, Vicky says, oh boy, there's a lot of notes on here. She says easy breezy, and Jean says what a dreamy tune. And Vicky also says maybe dedicate a song to Al Schmidt.
Oh, man.
Did you guys work with him? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I work. As a matter of fact, I was on a Zoom meeting with a bunch of engineers and techs today, and that was the whole topic of conversation today. All these engineers had worked, like all over the years with Al. I worked with Al quite a bit on sessions with George Benson, Joe Sample, Natalie Cole stuff, and I mean, the guy, total gentleman. Just
That's great.
Yeah, and the eras, the breadth of his work. I mean, going all the way back, you think of Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit. He's that engineer.
Wow.
And just did so many things. Yeah, I went to school with his daughter, actually.
Oh, wow.
Karen Schmidt. And so when I was 16, when I was just starting to play like guitar a little bit, I heard about the great Al Schmidt. So I've been hearing that name in my head since I was 16. And, finally got to actually experience it. But, yeah, big loss, big loss. You know what we're going to do in honor of Al? We're just going to, explore. We're just going to mess around right now.
Cool, but before you do this, because I think this is our encore number, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
I do need to read some new comments, because people are they're freaking out. They're loving you guys. It's kind of dark in here, but Bill says... Bill is winning for the Comments of the Night award. Bill, thank you so much. He said, these guys can make an onion cry.
Wow. Wow.
And let's see what he said. Margie is writing in Spanish, and I kind of understand Spanish, but I did have to hit the translate button. But she says, magnificent double bass. And she also says, your sound on Spanish guitar with 3 exclamation points. So excited to hear you. Oh, this is great. And Rochelle says, this has been an amazing performance watching and listening to these wonderful, talented musicians. Their music definitely cheered me up. I needed this, and thank you, Billy, blah, 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 for showcasing these awesome musicians. God bless. Gail Banks is clapping. Margie is clapping. Victoria says, beautiful. And Rick says, brilliant playing all around. And that's just on the Facebook side. So over here, Nate says, sounding great, Mike and crew. And Chris Stark is just digging it as well. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody that tipped. I'm going to put the links up one more time when we play the encore. But it has been a real pleasure having all of you. Let me see if I can get some close-ups here. So thank you, Michael O'Neill. Thank you, John Leftwich. And the happiest drummer in the world, Mr. Land Richards. So, yeah, it's been a real treat, and we hope to have you guys back in one form or another on the talk show or something. We got pretty good crowds tonight, which is always exciting. So we got one more tune, so if you have any more comments, the tip jar is open. If you're watching this on an archive, the tip jar is open forever. I'm just going to leave it up, and we got some tips from a gig like 6 months ago, and I made sure the guys got the bread, so very cool. So, and we have one less. Kim just chimed in, and she's clapping, and there's so many great comments. I encourage the guys to go back and read all of these. So, but let's hear your improvisation for Al.
Okay, awesome, man. Thanks for having us, Billy.
Sure.
Hey, a runaway microphone is trying to do things here. You stay right there. Stay. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. You stay right. You stay right. Okay, we got it.
We got it.
You got it?
What you got?
That was great. See, if you go out there and you buy the merch, I can buy a chair that doesn't slowly sink each week. I always forget to adjust it until all of a sudden I'm on camera. So, hey, we got, before we go, I just want to say again, thank you for everybody for tuning in and watching. Big thanks. We have 3 people on Twitch right now, and B1GV1NN. Thank you for the compliment on the mix, and he loves the guitar. We got some cool comments over here. Christy, who I believe lives back east, she says she's glad she tuned in. She's listening while watching the stars. Robin, she said she never heard guitar sound like an oud, like you did at the beginning of that. And Gail said this is her draft picks. So thank you, Gail, for that. Thank you, everybody who tipped. We got, and somebody just signed up for our newsletter, which is great. If you go onto the website and you sign up for the newsletter, I don't kill you with spam. I get once a week, Monday, I generally send out an email what's coming up the next week. But again, let's give a big hand for Michael, John, and Lan. So,
Yeah, thank you for having. You know, that last one was really hard to read down, but we sight read it.
you can tell you're studio musicians because you nailed it first reading. A couple more comments, just because I want you guys to hear this. But Jeweler says loves the split screens and picture-on-picture. Great, thank you, Julie. Reed says Istanbul Boogie. So he's got a name for that. Gail Banks is clapping and hearting. She loves it. Dylan is here. He says, great. Jimmy says, Michael, talk to us about your film and TV composing. We did a little bit about that. Michael was on one of the Jazz Roundtables. He was on the first official Jazz Roundtable, which is also a podcast. So you can go back and hear that. But Michael, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yes. Well, basically, my experiences with film and television composing has completely poisoned my guitar playing. So that's the long and short of it. I'm hearing too many things at once.
Yes. Well, next time you'll have to bring the string section in and what you're really hearing.
Yeah, exactly. No. Anyway, doing that work actually does enhance, everything really. I mean, just being able to consider the whole picture and how to put it together. John's done a lot of that himself as well, and we both share that and worked on some stuff together.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just a couple parting comments. Chris, our friend from Hawaii, says, absolutely fantastic musicianship tonight. And I don't think you could put it any better than that. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to play the outro. Please watch it, because I spend hours on this thing. and you get to hear my engineer Bob comes and does the voiceovers for me. He's really quite a guy. So anyway, thank you guys again, and we'll see you Tuesday night for the Jazz Roundtable. Okay, guys, have fun out there.
Thanks for joining us at Live at 0 BPM. These videos we archived on YouTube and Facebook, so tell your friends. Coming up, 2 shows. On Tuesday, May 4th, it's the Jazz Roundtable number 5 Guitar Night featuring Pat Kelly, Joe Robinson, and Vinny Radiolo. On Thursday, May 6th, it's the Billy Holting Trio featuring me, Billy Holting, Larry Steen, and Chris Wabich. Showtime, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific. And as always, it's free, though donations are greatly appreciated. Go to live@0bpm.com for details and to sign up for our mailing list. Also, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. These Jazz Roundtable shows will also be released as a podcast, so please subscribe. See you soon.